Hi everyone, my name is Wayne Liang, the ARAGON watch designer. In today's video, I am going to show you one of the latest. But this latest design is actually came out a few weeks ago, which is the ARAGON Millipede Max Tourbillon, right? But today we're going to show you the ARAGON Millipede Max 8040N. As you know, not everybody can afford a tourbillon. So therefore, I made this particular caliber with the 8040N, which is a Swiss-made quartz chronograph movement, and also is a very large movement. Okay, so let's come in and let's talk about this watch, and let me demonstrate some of the functions to you in case some of you have never seen this before. So let's talk about it right now. All right, so what we have here, okay, this is the ARAGON Millipede Max 8040N. So let me tell you a little bit of history of the 8040N. Okay, back in the days, a lot of watches used to be a lot smaller, and because of the probably 10, 15 years ago, watches has gotten bigger and bigger, 45, 50, eventually 55. We actually made some watches in the 55, but as of right now, the biggest we have made is the 50 millimeter. So it required bigger movements because the bigger window opening, bigger movement require bigger movements with bigger torque. Okay, so that's what this movement came about. I don't remember exactly when, but probably somewhere like 10 years ago or 12 years ago, this movement came out. So besides the size of the movement, which I'm about to show you, when I turn the watch around with the exhibition case back, you can see the size of the movement. It also has 13 jewels. Okay, so what we have is, let's go take a look at the color. All right, so as you know, I like the color combination of the red, white, and blue. I've made this color combination in many of the collection, but this collection I made it in red, black, and blue. Okay, so let's go back to the red, and I want to point out the functions, some of the functions of this watch, which I really like. 12 o'clock position, which is the yellow hand. Okay, by the way, only the red dial has the yellow retrograde day hand. Okay, so this here is Monday, actually Sunday through Saturday. So when this goes to Saturday, it retrogrades back to Sunday. Okay, so you can see where it's pointed out: hour, minute, large chronograph, second hand. Okay, chrono 30 minutes. This is the fast runner in 1/10 of a second. Regular second hand. Big date with 2 disc. Okay, 2 disc big date. All right, so what I do is, let me move the hands away so you can see this a lot easier. All right, so with the camera on top of me, which is makes it a little bit harder to work on this, because I also want to show you how to adjust in the adjustment mode. All right, so what I have, let me push it back to the normal position. So when I press this button, it activates the chronograph. The large second hand start ticking 1 second at a time. And this will continue, the fast running will continue running super fast at 1/10 of a second for the first 30 seconds. Okay? And then as it goes around with the large second hand, 1 revolution, it will continue with this progression here, the chrono minute. All right, so let's just keep running until this stops. There you go. You see, chrono second ran for 30 seconds. The fast runner stops. So for you to stop and reset everything back to the center position. All right, so I show you this. And I also like to show you about the big date. Let me see if I can do this. All right, so first click, you turn counterclockwise, is to adjust the big date. Okay, when you're done, make sure you push and lock the crown. So by the way, I only made the 8040N in one size, which is 48 millimeter. And you can see the tachymeter engraved and colored on the bezel. So let me do a quick demonstration of how to use the tachymeter. Okay. So you really need, logically, I should say logically, you really need a chronograph to calculate the speed of an object. So let's say let's say this is a car right here, right? So let's say there's a car that you see, and you want to calculate the speed of the car running towards you. So what you do is, when it starts running, I mean, when you see the car start driving to you, you activate the chronograph. Okay. So when the car is gonna stop and passes you, you stop, right? So you can see the second hand here is pointing at somewhere like between 370 and 1,000. So let's just say 500 miles per second. So that's how it works. It's very, very cool. Okay. I think it's very, very cool. So, and I'm just going to return it back. That's why you see the sooner you stop it, the faster the object is traveling. And then you can see all around. This is, if I can see this correctly, is 65. If it completes a full revolution, so it's either in 60 miles per hour or 60 meters per hour or something like that. So it really depends on the unit that you calculate. So this is it. All right, so let's go back and talk about the design of the watch case. It's a square watch case or a cushion case, right? So from the 9 to 3 o'clock position, it's 48 millimeter. But if you look at the platform, let's just say the bezel into the case, this platform right here is flat, but there is multiple angles all around to create this watch case even more interesting. You see there's angle, the angle all around. Okay. So if you look at the profile of the watch, the thickness is about 15.5. The crown is engraved with the ARAGON logo, and it's filled with green lume, glows green. Oversized crown, these are all 10 millimeter. Okay, you can see the teeth, very precise for easy gripping. All right, now I want to show you the exhibition case back, which I was talking about before. This is completely a Swiss-made movement. Okay, and this movement, what I like about this is so these are the plate. The top plate is removable for repair. In case there's debris stuck between the wheels or one of the teeth is broken in one of the wheels inside, you can remove the plate and then clean them and then replace. It's a repairable movement. How about that? I should say it like that. Also, exhibition case back. I remember many years ago. I've been doing this more than 25 years with exhibition case back of quartz watches, and people ask me, like, why would you design an exhibition case back for a quartz movement? What's the purpose? Well, the purpose is this: you can admire the beauty of this movement. This movement is complete made with metal. Okay, because the reason why I point out is there is a lot of quartz movement is made with plastic. The movement. Okay, so here's the red dial. Is real red. Okay, so the red, the black, and the blue, and the red dial is the only one with the yellow day hand. Okay, so all around the bezel is also filled with red ink. So let's take a look at the black dial. This is the piano finish. Okay, when you get this watch at home, you can easily see the lacquer finish on the dial is crisp. Okay, and then the last and the final is the blue. So the blue has the red retrograde hand, day hand, and so is the black. Okay, so I point this out. All right, I'm gonna put this on. So I want to show you my watch. This is my daily watch. It's the Dive Master 42 with the Swiss automatic movement, and then the Sapphire bezel insert and the Sapphire crystal. All right, I'm gonna put on this. I have a 6.5-inch wrist, and I still managed to be able to wear this. Some people might think it's too big. I don't think it is too big. I really enjoy the varieties of different sizes of watches that I own, right? You know, sometimes you like to eat hamburgers, sometimes you like to eat pasta, and sometimes you want to eat pizza. So this is what I think. I'm very open-minded. That's why I'm willing to try different sizes of watches. I would not say anything about it. All right, so other things I want to point out, which is this. This is very powerful design. If you look at the first end link, you see how the way it is shaped, slope, angled, another slope, solid first end link. And if you look at the design of the bracelet, which is also very unique. Now, let me point out, yes, this is all flat, but everything with this link design is curved. And also, the bracelet is sized with using Allen wrench. Okay, you need 2. This is truly functional. Allen screws. This is a stainless steel metal bar. The link is cut through, so you can see when you can see your wrist when you're wearing the watch. Okay, so can you imagine if this bracelet is solid? There's no cutout in the middle. This would be a very, very heavy watch. Maybe I just gave myself a new design. Maybe I should create the same bracelet without the cutout in the middle. It might be pretty cool, actually. And then if you look at the profile of the bracelet, it's also very interesting. You see how it's like a teardrop. It begins with 6mm, between 5 to 6mm here, and then narrows down. And then it connects with the next link. All right. So it is an amazing design, for real. Solid deploying clasp, dual button. This watch is professional dive grade. You can wear this watch, go to swim, do anything with it. You know, scuba diving. So at the end of the video, we are also going to show you a 5 to 10 seconds loom shot. Okay, so stay with us, don't go away. All right, so this is it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the design. And always take the opportunity to grab one of this during the intro price. And I hope I said I hope I mentioned this watch also comes with sapphire crystal, right? Sapphire crystal. So this is an extra upgrade with no extra charge. Look at that. I don't know which one you like. Not a bad color for all of them. The red, black, and blue. Especially with the blue. The red and the blue are just amazing. Very saturated. The colors are very, very appealing. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll see you next time. And let me know what you think about this design. I'll see you next time.